We have a very special segment that we do every once in a while. It is Santa Clarita's Unsung Heroes, and it focuses on the spotlight on those working behind the scenes who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and make the impossible a reality. This week, we are focusing our KHTS Unsung Heroes are Linda and Mo Hafizi, and they join us now. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good.
You guys are the Linda and Mo Hafizi, owner-publishers of Elite Magazine of Santa Clarita. You guys are involved in a lot of nonprofits out here in the Santa Clarita Valley, but we'll get to that in a second. But what's your guys' background? When did you come to the Santa Clarita Valley? Where is your background, though?
Well, first of all, let me start off with, I'd like to send my condolences to a good friend of mine, Dwayne Harty, passed this morning. I heard this morning, so condolences to all his family. Yes, we actually, 1984, we came to America. But before we start off about what we've done here and so on, we were in England and we actually met each other in Polytechnic in university, and of course we started our company publishing business in England, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, and we actually had a great company there with 23 magazines and
Whoa.
6 or 7 newspapers and lots of other magazines for radio stations that we used to publish. And after 3 years, a local newspaper came by and they told us that they would like to purchase our newspapers and magazines, and they gave us an offer that we couldn't refuse. So of course we were happy. We started the company from nothing, really. So whatever they offered was great to us. So of course, you know, we closed the deal there, and we had a year off of our company, and we started traveling, and we went all over the world. And of course, you know, one of the countries that we started, come and explore was America. 1984, it was October, we came just to visit America, and we were so impressed with the places that we went, and we went to quite a lot of different states, and eventually we ended up in Los Angeles, and that was in December, and I vividly remember that Linda was sunbathing on Christmas Day, and we said to each other, gosh, what were we doing all this time? Gale, rain, the weather was so atrocious in England, so we were just so surprised, you know, having 80, 90 degrees on Christmas Day. So that was our decision.
I just want to add that I haven't sunbathed since because I've been too busy. No, we came here with the thought that we wouldn't go back into publishing because we were kind of burned out from it. But, you know, you do what you know. And so we did start the magazine here. We had the opportunity in Santa Clarita. Santa Clarita is such a great valley. And we saw a need for it. And we started the magazine in 1989.
And so, okay, so 1989, that was some years ago. It just been, we just got incorporated a couple years before that.
That's right.
And so you guys were in Los Angeles. What stuck out about Santa Clarita, though?
Well, we were actually in, when we came to Los Angeles, we were staying with some relatives of mine in Canoga Park, actually. A friend of us was coming here, and he wanted to buy a house, and he asked us to come and have a look at his house. And when we came to have a look at his house in Santa Clarita, we were very impressed with the area. We were very impressed with the community. That one day, we just made the decision to buy a house right next to them. and that's the story. That's That's why we were here since 1989. Actually, 88, wasn't it?
Well, no,
Or
that's
89.
No, 89,
Yeah, 89.
we started the magazine. We came here in 1984. So we were actually in Santa Clarita since the beginning of 85.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start Elite magazine in Santa Clarita, and things go pretty well,
Well,
right?
we started the magazine of Santa Clarita, the first one.
Okay.
And that is 26 years old now.
Holy cow.
In December, yeah, we're coming up for our
Congratulations.
26th
Thank you.
anniversary. Thank you. Elite magazine came after, and we still consider that our baby, but really that isn't anymore. I think Elite now is 14 years old. So, they've both been going really strong for the lifetime that we've been here in America. So we've just been very fortunate. And
Two different kind of magazine. The magazine of Santa Clarita is catered for all the businesses, whether it's small, large, medium, for them to actually get involved and get response from, simply because we actually try to go to virtually every household in Santa Clarita. We do 80,000. There are 90,000 deliverable kind of homes, but we go to 80,000 of them, and we started with 30,000 circulation, and now we're 80,000. However, we designed Elite magazine because our community was growing, and of course with the Valencia, an awesome town, had great businesses that they were coming to Valencia. We thought, well, we need to have a real nice, beautiful gloss magazine, and we actually designed the Elite magazine that we were working on for a couple of years, and eventually, started in 14 years ago. And the Elite magazine is just a top-notch, still goes to 50,000, but targeted and subscription. We have about over 4,000 subscription, some paid, some not. That we deliver, and we have subscription all the way to New York even. There are people that they used to live in Santa Clarita, and they moved on to different areas, but they kept their subscription. They wanted to find out what goes on. So
That's awesome. We're speaking with Linda and Mo Hafizi, and they are our Santa Clarita KHTS Unsung Heroes. And we want to talk about now, let's shift gears a little bit. You've guys been in the community since its infancy, and you guys are involved in a lot of nonprofits over the years, benefiting over 20 nonprofits. You guys have raised over $1.2 million in the last 5 years for local nonprofits. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, okay.
But that's actually not the full story. That 1.2 million was from one event that we
holy cow.
We created that one event, which was Dancing with Our Stars.
Which is one of the
It's
funnest events in the last couple of years here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And so let's talk about that. Let's talk about why do you guys think it's important to get involved in the community, and why you guys are involved in the community?
Well, it was a natural process for us, actually. We have the vehicle to help the nonprofits, and a lot of them, they struggle. They struggle, and Santa Clarita is very competitive. We have a lot of nonprofits, and they're all active, and so it was natural for us. We have 80,000 printed copies going out every month, so it was just for us. It was easy. It was easy for us to connect with the nonprofits. Not only do we attend most of the events, we're tired, by the way. Just kidding. Just kidding. But we also support them. We sponsor them. We show up, basically. Dancing with Our Stars is something that we created 5 years ago, and it's just grown. And this year alone, 22 nonprofits represented themselves at the Performing Arts Center and danced, and it's so fun. Each organization has 6 months to raise money, and this year between them they raised over $320,000.
Actually, it started 5 years ago, and I was one of the dancers. on
Yeah.
the very first year. And of course, it has nothing to do with you winning the dancing, although even though I took the lessons and I started dancing and the routine dancing, I never forget. 5 years later, I can still do the dance exactly the same way that I danced 5 years ago. So it is a great experience for any dancers that they get involved. 5 years ago, as I said, I danced but I raised money. I danced for Senior Center, Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center, and we did all sorts of different organizations to raise money for Senior Center before the dance. And of course, at that time, I think the very first time, I raised about $15,000 for the Senior Center, and I won the competition because I raised more than everybody else. And of course, the second year, my son danced for Senior Center. He was a little bit more aggressive than me, so he raised $40,000, and he won the competition. But that's what it's all about, to raise money. And of course, remember, there are about 22 nonprofits now that are involved. And these 22 nonprofits, by getting involved, it's a form of advertising for the nonprofits as well. So it's helping nonprofit to become involved and get people to dance for them and organize fundraising so that they can get some money.
Fantastic. And you were worried about filling up 5 to 10 minutes. We're out of time already. So Linda and Mo Hafizi, thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you for all that you do in the community. You are our KHTS Unsung Heroes. Again, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
recognizing
Thank
us.
you.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we
And
appreciate you guys.
Your new offices are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl and Jerry.
All right, excellent. Thank you. This has been the KHTS Unsung Hero on AM 1220 KHTS.